Hey guys, it's Steve Williams here from PowerQuest. I just thought I'd get in touch with you all and give you a little update before we all slope off for Christmas and all that kind of thing. We've got loads going on at the minute. I've been burning the candle at both ends, trying to get as much done before Christmas as I possibly can. And obviously it's going to lead into next year, and 2017 is already shaping up to be perhaps the busiest ever year for PowerQuest, to be honest. So what I thought I'd do, I'd reveal a few little bits of information for you as a kind of precursor to some main or more significant announcements in the new year. So I suppose we can start off with something that a lot of people are asking. New album, when's it happening? What's going on? What are you doing? Why is it taking so long? Etc, etc. So, we're going to be hitting the studio on April the 24th next year. Now, I suppose you're wondering, why are you taking that long? And so on and so forth. Well, the reality is we need to make sure that all the songs are honed, to perfection before we even go in. I'm not one for writing songs in the studio and all that kind of thing. Minor adjustments, of course, but hopefully everybody will be on the ball and bringing their A game by the time we get round to April time. Alongside that, we'll be looking at a release date in the October neck of the woods, and a UK tour to follow that, which I've started scratching the surface of planning. Going to look to put together a really cool little package for you guys for that as well. So more news when I have it on that. Probably that will shift again after Christmas rather than before. So there you go. That's recording start date, album release date, or tentative kind of ballpark areas. I've also been negotiating with labels for the release of the album and so on and so forth. Had some great conversations with people, and I think I'm at a position now where I know what we're going to do. We're reading through draft paperwork and that kind of thing, dotting the I's, crossing the T's, to coin an oft-used phrase. So again, I think by the time we hit the new year, January time, we'll hopefully in a position where we can tell you exactly who we're going to be dealing with on that front. One of my big things in life, whether it's work or whatever it might be, I like working with people I get on with and I respect and all that kind of thing. So I'm happy to report that all parties concerned fall into that camp. So I'm pretty excited about where we might be heading in the future, and I look forward to be able to tell you more about that side of things. One thing I did want to ensure with those kind of negotiations, label type stuff, is that there's room in there for some crowdfunding activities. Now obviously, they're being signed to a label and getting an advance these days isn't the same as what even it was 10 years ago, never mind even further back into the mists of time. So what we're going to be doing again in the new year is introducing what we're going to call the PowerQuest experiences, and these are basically things where we're going to look to you guys to try and help us fund the recording and other associated costs that go with the products, and in return deliver to you what we think, and certainly what I think, very cool little exclusive things. Now in January I'm going to be giving you full details of the first two of these things, and I think they're kind of special in a lot of ways. So yeah, that one of them is around the idea of a certain number of people actually being on the next Peak Year record. That's one of them. Again, I'll go into more depth in January. And the second one is a kind of exclusive members club, if you like, that's going to be limited to 50 people only. And there are going to be some really cool perks for for those guys who choose to be a part of that. So all details, what you'll get, what we'd like you to donate, that kind of thing. All in the new year with full kind of A to Z on how that's all going to work. There are some more experience ideas in the pipeline as well, but I think these first two, I think, I'll put it this way: if I was a PQ fan, I'd be interested. I suppose alongside all that, we've got the inevitable live shows, as I was alluding to earlier. A UK tour late October is what I'm kind of looking at the moment. But prior to that, obviously, we've got a show in Portsmouth on March the 23rd. We've got Hammerfest again in the UK on March the 25th. What else have we got? Oh yeah, we've got Seven Sins Festival in Swansea on July the 2nd. SOS Festival in Manchester on July 16th, because we're headlining both events there. Prog Power USA, September the 6th. I'm thrilled that we're going to be able to, well, not only go to America and play for that kind of crowd as well, but we're able to stay for the whole event as well. So we get to, and given that we're the first band on of the whole event, happy days really. What an opportunity to open the whole festival. And then we get to kind of jump over the barrier and hang out with you guys and watch a bunch of cool bands, have something to eat, have a few beers, that kind of stuff. Can't wait, my kind of thing. I've also got another show confirmed, but not yet announceable. This is an absolute belter of one as well, so I can't wait to be able to announce that. As it's something that's taken us somewhere new again. It's going to be a real thrill. I suppose finally on the PQ side of things, it's the 15th anniversary of the release of Wings of Forever next year, and ironically it'll end up being round about the same time as the new album comes out. But as a consequence, we're going to be doing some stuff throughout the year to try and celebrate that a little bit. Some old songs in the set, maybe play the whole album, who knows. And another thing that actually I want to do for you guys, we never really, back in the day, I think we only ever had 50 and they weren't great. We never really did the proper Wings of Forever shirts. So we're thinking of doing, a little run of kind of 15th anniversary t-shirts to celebrate the release of that album. Which after all, it's what started everything for us, and it's an important milestone for the band, I think. So if you got any thoughts on all that kind of stuff, or on anything I've been talking about really, whether it's Wings of Forever, whether it's crowdfunding ideas, whether it's details about shows that are confirmed, more info on the studio side of things, any questions, don't be afraid, don't be shy. Fire them at me via my Facebook, Twitter, PQ Facebook, PQ Facebook group as well. Any of those channels, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can, as I always try to do. So yeah, I think that's where we are at the minute, guys. So I'd like to take the chance to wish each and every one of you a very Merry Christmas, a peaceful time, time to reflect on the year gone and look forward to the coming year in 2017, which I think is going to be a great one, and I hope that's the case for every single one of us. So I'll leave you with that. Merry Christmas and a very, very happy New Year from me and the PQ guys. So until next time, take it easy, stay safe, I'll see you soon. Cheers.